Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week. Yeah.
I gotta get pumped. I'm all low energy.
What? Two old guys.
Yeah. Just us.
Play old games.
Just the poor man's Ira Glass and
I can't remember.
and Tyler.
Yeah. Something about a southern accent that I didn't appreciate. I'm working on it.
Don't work on it, man. You gotta be you. For real.
I've never enjoyed it, so I'll just leave that to Ryan. Ryan can have all mine. Ryan and my dad. It's fine.
They get it all.
Because both of them have been like, that's what I sound like. I didn't think my southern accent was that bad. I was like, yeah, you never do.
Speaking of southern accents, nothing reminds me more that I have one when Henry says something in a southern accent, and it's like, oh God, oh no, oh no.
Because I don't think of like you or Nicole having one at all.
I don't think of Nicole having one. I definitely have one,
yeah,
but I don't think it's super prominent. I guess
you can't hear the ones who have it less than you do.
Yeah,
you don't hear those.
That's the rule. That's just the way it works. It's just science.
Well, today, I should have grabbed this. I don't even see it now.
What are you looking for?
Well, for the intro, I was going to unbox my loot crate.
Oh,
and it was sitting over here, and Ryan was sitting over here. So now I don't see it.
Yeah, I sold that. Is that cool?
Yeah, that was fine.
Is that it? There's a box down here.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, that's a smaller box than I expected. Are they always that size?
It varies.
Yeah. Do that in the mic. Let's get some good loot crate Foley.
Like this brilliant audio. I'm far away from the mic.
They don't even give us money.
Nope, I paid money to promote them to get for an intro.
Hey,
because we had a request. I believe I may be wrong, so I'm sorry if I am. I had a request from I think Peter Panda was the one who's like, "Why don't you unbox Loot Crate?"
Yeah,
I was like, "All right,
might as well." That's a thing that gets mailed to you.
Yeah. But for today's episode, we're going to be following a request that was made on Patreon by Steve N to do the Lawnmower Man for Super Nintendo. I think he requested we watch the movie 2.
Yeah, but we didn't do that.
Well, I don't think you can do this, short of like buying an old copy of it, like the DVD or on VHS. You can't. Like,
I found it streaming.
Oh.
On Vudu for $2.99. I was on board. I was like, fine, I'll pay $3 to rent this movie that I saw as a kid and can't remember anything about other than just a few choice things that I'll share on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw that it was only available in standard definition, and that was my deal breaker.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, I'm done with that shit. I've been done with that fucking shit since 2004. I'm done with it.
2000 and late.
Yeah,
done.
That's right.
Okay, I don't blame you.
And then I watched my...
that has been remastered in Blu-ray?
Yeah, I know. Dude, I watched Stargate in HD. Like, there are, like, so many of these movies that have been remastered that I don't think are really considered the classics. Sorry, Ian. But yeah, The Lawnmower Man has just been cast to the wayside.
I mean, because I know nothing about this. Nothing but like a weird face screaming.
Oh, well, then this game was super confusing for you.
I do. Because to me, hearing this, like, Lawnmower Man, okay, it's like a superhero, like maybe some kind of he worked on lawns and then he got superpowers, so he's just a Lawnmower Man. I don't know. Maybe played by Eddie Murphy. He plays all the cast-off superheroes.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, but I guess we'll get into the game.
Yeah. What you got in that?
And this loot crate, because, like, I've just, like, I've just got it on to auto debit from my card. I don't know. I don't check the emails. I don't look at spoilers. So.
So you have no idea what the theme is?
And I got this like a while back. So I don't remember the theme. I don't know what's supposed to be in it. This is all brand new to me.
Do you keep all of your Loot Crate stuff? I know sometimes you give some things away.
Yeah.
Like you gave me that Deadpool figure. Do you ever sell any of the Loot Crate stuff?
Nope. Just give some away or keep it. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about getting Loot Crate, but there's two problems. I don't want junk.
For the most part, I don't think it's junk. It's only junk if I'm really not interested at all in whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which sometimes happens.
Sure.
Like I just really don't care about what that thing
I
is.
usually like the shirts. Like I know the Bill and Ted shirt you're wearing right now is a Loot Crate, and I like the Deadpool one. And the other reason number 2 is I'm pretty cheap and I don't want to pay for it. But I am thinking, I was like, well, I could get it and I could probably just sell the shit that I don't want on eBay and probably end up paying for the subscription. Because I know I've bought Loot Crate shirts off eBay.
Yeah.
And they usually
my mouse pad that I enjoy is a Loot Crate exclusive.
Yeah, Borderlands 2. And usually like the shirts, because I really like that Deadpool shirt. I bought that Deadpool shirt for $15.
Oh yeah, because the smallest subscription monthly is $20 a month. And
then there was a D&D Loot Crate, I guess, that was.
I got that one.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Did you get the shirt that was in there?
Mm-hmm. The D20.
No, this was.
Or is it D&D with the dragon as the D and the D or something like that?
It's just the ampersand dragon.
That might be what red shirt.
Red shirt. Yeah, that's
I got
it. With a black
in my closet
ampersand.
Somewhere. Yeah.
So I like that shirt. So I'm checking eBay on that. This is so boring. I'm sorry, listener. I'm just talking about shirts that I want to buy.
Some people are probably into like nerd finance. About.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
That's interesting. People may be like, okay, maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
It's valuable input.
Sure.
All right, so opening this Loot Crate. Yeah, don't remember the theme, don't know what's in it. All right, well, there is a shirt.
You want to start with the shirt or you want to save it for last?
I'm already having it in my hand.
All right, Oh, yeah, I saw an ad for that.
So, Star Trek, Mirror, Mirror. So, it's, good Spock versus evil Spock. A poster for it.
Yep, a poster on a shirt.
Yep, poster on a shirt.
The classic poster on a shirt.
Big Star Wars guy here. Big Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
Big Star Trek, Star Wars.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke.
No, I just misspoke.
Big Star Fox guy.
Big Star Fox, Stargate, Pluto. Big Pluto Nash guy here. Speaking of Eddie Murphy, there is a Daredevil sock toboggan.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
I won't wear that, but
are you just not a sock toboggan guy?
I think they look douchey.
Yeah.
Some people can pull it off. I'm not one of those people.
You can get yourself a hacky sack.
It's true. And some throwable batons and just hang out. Yeah, I like the Daredevil emblem though. Let's see.
Alien versus
Predator bobblehead.
That's cool. A xenomorph bobblehead, or is it random?
I bet it.
Open that bad boy up.
Yeah. And inside this, I have.
They
gotta open it again.
They got it in that astronaut ice cream wrapper.
That is the first time I saw this too. You're right. It is. I want to breach some feet first.
Hey, that's cool.
It's an alien.
That's
neat.
Looks
pretty good.
Yeah,
it's not a bobblehead, but like just a vinyl figurine.
Oh, that is a bummer. It's not a bobblehead, but hey,
I like that. Yeah, that's
that is
bad.
Neat.
The only movie I've seen is the most. Oh no, Alien Resurrection, and then maybe last year I watched the original Alien. That's all I've ever seen of that series.
I've got. I have the second movie. If you'd like to borrow it at some point. Yeah, I figured the answer was probably.
I saw the Predator remake.
Yeah.
In the theater for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. How? Yeah. What'd you think? No.
No, I didn't really like
so
it.
Much.
No.
All right.
It was like, oh, that guy's turning on everybody. All right, mud. All right, fine. Something Superman. Oh, everybody loves the Superman versus Batman stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
commemorative.
Hot topic right now. Is it a wallet?
It's a wallet.
Is it a Tyvek wallet?
A what?
Tyvek wallet.
What's that?
You know the Tyvek building material.
Nope. I don't know.
It's like
It's a mighty wallet.
Yeah, that's Tyvek.
Okay.
That's this. It's this paper wallet that I've had
I like your wallet a lot. You've had that for a very long time.
Yeah, it's held up. It doesn't tear.
So we have Superman, Batman vs. Superman, the critically acclaimed movie, wallet.
Yeah, put that on eBay.
Okay. I mean, it looks all right. My current wallet is shit, but I'm not going to use it. Let's see. Just a piece of paper.
Just a piece of paper that says word gush.
The Loot pin, which actually looks pretty good this month. It's that Alien vs. Predator pin.
Oh, yeah, that is nice. Do they have a pin in every box?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I do always keep those.
That is cool.
Usually put those on my laptop bag. And here's a Harley Quinn DC Comics #1 Loot Crate exclusive.
Oh, cool.
Already bagged and boarded.
Sweet.
She does not look great, though. Don't really care for that art very much.
Let's see it. Yeah. She kind of looks like Trailer Park Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
She looks like a juggalette.
She does, yeah. You're right. So I guess this month's theme was versus.
Ah, okay. Ooh, once again, doubling down on that Batman v Superman.
Yep.
What else? Was there anything else?
Which I saw it. Just
another piece of paper.
Just like the booklet for what everything is.
Yeah. That box is pretty cool. Do they change the art on the inside each month?
Yep.
Yeah, that's neat. I like that.
So no, I mean overall I enjoy. This box is okay. I've had much better boxes. So yeah, that's my Loot Crate. If you want to buy anything for $15, it's fine. You can do that.
Yeah. If this is all for sale, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I'll keep this figurine.
This has become Tyler's Merchant Corner. With our intros are just going to be us selling shit. Well, I got a copy of Look Who's Talking To on VHS if anybody wants it.
Yeah, if anyone wants us to sign it and destroy its value and then buy it from us, we can do that.
Could you please sign the Juggalette Harley Quinn #1? Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. Okay, there's the intro. Loot Crate. There you go. Hope everybody like that. Okay.
Nice.
People like unboxing stuff, so hope that was okay. Maybe we'll do it next month, or I guess when the next one will be out, like next week, actually.
Sweet.
So, been holding on to that one for a while. I wasn't sure I would get it since I moved, and it said I didn't update in time, but
they ban you.
Then it can.
Nope,
yep.
he moved.
Nope, just give us your money forever.
What's up, Internet? I am Dave. I am your bespectacled host, and I have an intro that I really don't want to tell. This is what I was talking about last time.
Super cringy.
It is super cringy.
Look forward to it.
It is incredibly embarrassing. Like I cannot stress to you how much I do not want to tell this story.
You don't have to tell it.
I do not have another intro prepared. So, because it's nothing bad.
Well, this Loot Crate could be both of our intros.
It's not like I murdered a man.
I really don't want to tell it because I will go to jail.
Because I will totally go to jail. Well, allegedly. It's not. I didn't do anything bad. It's just very much like a really, really cringy thing that I did in high school. God damn. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. I had started having problems with my vision in middle school, and I would get headaches, when I was in the back of the class. I always sat in the back of the class because that's where I could slack.
That's where the cool kids at, yeah.
Well, it was less being a cool kid and more being like a slacker. Like I can draw like Mario levels and shit if I sit in the back of the class. I cannot do that in the front. So I'd sit in the back and I noticed I would get headaches and I'd like look at the board and shit. And then, through just elementary deduction, oh, he needs glasses. He cannot see. So I got glasses in middle school, late in middle school. And then in high school, I still sat in the back, and played games on my, Texas Instruments calculator. I did that. But I didn't want, I wanted to be the cool kid now. So I was like, well, I am done with glasses. And I had like the stereotypical 1990s glasses that, where it's like these like wire frames that are like a weird metal color, like where it's just, I don't know. And then I had where I guess it was a popular thing where it's like, oh no, there won't be any frames. It'll just be like lenses and
floating on your face.
Yeah, no one will know that you're wearing glasses.
It's like Casper has his hands over your eyes.
So I got rid of those fugly things and was like, I'm gonna get contacts. I want to get contacts. And I decided to get colored contacts. Not a proud moment. Not so like from right out the gate. There's a thing.
But you already have Sweet Baby Blues. What could you want to change to?
Well, sometimes they're blue. Like I have hazel eyes, so like usually whatever I'm wearing reflects really well off of my eyes, and I wear a lot of blue. So a lot of times they do look blue or gray. So I wanted colored contacts because I'm a fucking dumb kid. And so there's like cringe point number one. It gets that, like, that's not the thing. That's not the thing that I don't mind. That's fine. I don't mind talking about that. So I got green contacts. And I'll get into the reason why in a few moments. So they looked kind of natural, like they were the kind where it's like, like when I would wear them, my eyes would look green, and it was almost passable as like, well, that could be natural, but there's a 50% chance that they're fucking colored contacts. So, because of that, people would ask, frequently, whether or not, they were my natural eye color. And, here it is. Here's the moment that I do not want to say on the microphone and share with, all our friends on the internet, whom I interact with on a daily basis. When they would ask, if I was wearing colored contacts, my response would be, Tyler, that I was infused with Mako energy.
Dude, that's not crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good, man.
That's pretty popular.
You won class favorite, so you're doing something right.
I did. But what does that even mean?
We can't vote against him. He's a Mako energy.
Yeah, motherfucker's a soldier. Class favorite, I guess.
I've heard he keeps a 200-pound sword in his trunk. That's why his car's so slow. He's got a huge sword in it.
Yeah, and it was always like the response was the person would usually think that
Don't tell your grandma that, David.
The person I was talking to would just usually think I was joking, and I was dead serious. So I remember the moment where I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm done with these," because it was like a random cute girl at Steak and Shake asked me, and I said that I was. I told her when I confessed to her, Tyler, that I was infused with Mako energy. She looked like I'd punched her in the stomach.
I mean, that's worth rolling the dice on. I mean, there's a small chance she might love Final Fantasy VII and then just be blown the fuck away.
That is true. There's a very
slim chance.
Yeah,
but it could have happened.
That did not happen.
I think we should both get. We'll change our Facebook statuses to single, get the contact lenses, and say that until we see something picks up.
That would probably work a lot better now. I mean, it would be creepier now.
Do you have a job? Yeah. I don't care what you're infused with. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. But wait. Just to confirm, you do get paid every week, right?
Do you have a car and a job? Do you have insurance? Yeah, they can infuse you whatever the fuck they want. It's fine. You're doing all right.
You're infused with Mako sharks. It's fine. It's cool. Whatever.
So I'll get contacts, and I'll get Mangekyo Sharingan contacts, and then I'll tell everybody, like, no, I killed my brother, and I've awakened my Mangekyo Sharingan.
Did I mention that I went to cosplay high school? Did I mention that?
Yeah. And I'll periodically just rub blood down my eyes. Sorry, I just used my Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah,
I used my Tsukuyomi, and you're in love with me now.
Yeah. So that's the equivalent of that. Yep, that's me. That was me in high school. Way too old for I should have known better. I really should have known better. Like there are a lot of things that I will defend that I did in high school, and that is not fucking one of them. It sure isn't. Yeah. People love hearing that at the Olive Garden, by the way.
Why'd you make these so salty and garlicky? It's my Mako energy.
The earth, it needs it.
And then you just sit in a wheelchair and rock back and forth. Yeah. The angels are singing to me garlic and salt.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
That's fun. No,
that's pretty cool.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
Yeah. Lawnmower man.
Lawnmower man. Dave, do you hear that?
I do hear that. It's the train leaving the Mako reactor station. It's going around the big pizza.
That one sploosh that you had waiting out there. Some girl would have loved that response.
Yeah, I do hear that, of course, which ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, guys. The Lawnmower Man video game. The Lawnmower Man is a video game based on the 1992 film of the same name. The game was released in Japan by Coconuts Japan. Well, I'm sure we're all familiar with Coconuts Japan. Under the title Virtual Wars. I hope that it wasn't even a tie-in to the movie.
Oh, man.
I don't even know if the Lawnmower Man released in Japan. But I do think it's funny that the game came out there first.
Oh, man.
So here's the plot. I'm going to break it down for you because it is confusing. So I feel like I need to give that little information to you. Dr. Lawrence Angelo is a scientist working for Virtual Space Industries. It's VSI for short. In Project 5, which is a secret research facility that attempts to increase the intelligence of primates using psychotropic drugs and virtual reality training. This description is somehow more boring than the game that I just played.
Well, it's Planet of the Apes with virtual reality.
Oh man, that's a pretty good
or
pitch.
vulture reality, like I almost said.
Vulture reality. Yeah, that should be one of the virtual reality headsets. The Vulture.
Vultural.
Reality.
Being related to vultures. Yeah. Vultural reality. You just eat dead things.
What's the hot new game we got out? What's the killer app?
Carcass with 4 X's.
Roadkill 2017. You know, they just change a few things every year and release the same product, but we just eat it up. So I got to the first sentence of the plot. Here's the second sentence. Dr. Angelo is reluctant to use the research for military purposes, and after one of the chimps escapes and shoots a guard, Dr. Angelo is given a forced vacation.
Well, this guy's dead. You should go on vacation.
We're already down a man. While taking notes on the need for experiment with a human subject, he discovers Job Smith. They're literally giving the plot for the movie because here's the actor's name inserted into the gameplay plot. Played by Jeff Fahey? Is that an actor you're familiar with?
Nope.
You know actors a lot better than I do. Hey, let me tell you something about the actor in the Lawnmower Man movie. I saw this as a kid, and I remember thinking as a kid, oh, this is a bad movie. That's rare. That is rare to be a kid and be like, this is bad. The actor who when he portrayed the Lawnmower Man, he looked like, I'm blanking on his name, Trey Parker. He looked like Trey Parker from Basketball, from the beginning of Basketball. Like, it makes me wonder if, like, Trey modeled the character after the Lawnmower Man. Also, he's dressed in like children's clothing. That's like how they. Oh, this man has learning disabilities. Dress him like Rainbow Bright, I guess. Also, he does not know that hair needs to be cut.
God, I love Rainbow Bright so much.
Rainbow Bright. coming back. We're gonna bring her back.
Yeah. TADPOG's dedication.
We're doing it. That's our new thing. Rainbow Bright. We're on it. All right. So he's a man. Job Smith is a man with an intellectual disability who makes his living by doing odd jobs, Tyler, such as mowing the grass.
Okay.
Hence the name and title of the movie. Angelo takes in Job, subjecting him to VR treatment. The first experiments quickly increase Job's intelligence, like the Oculus Rift has promised for all of us. But after an accident, Dr. Angelo stops the experiments. The shop, a secret agency overseeing Project 5, reinserts the drugs responsible for Job's violent behavior into the program and speeds up the treatment. I don't know why. As Job develops telekinetic...
Because they're evil. Government and corporations are they're always evil.
The shop. Well, especially in the 90s.
Yeah.
As Job develops telekinetic powers, he starts to take revenge on those who abused him before he began the treatments and plots to take over, Tyler, all of the computers in the world.
Oh, fuck.
Here we go. The SNES version continues the storyline after the point where it ends in the film.
Great.
Yeah. Job transfers his mind into VCI's computers, and from there is able to corrupt and destroy information systems all over the world. A course of action which is implied to bring about World War III. With society in complete meltdown, Dr. Angelo discovers that Job has been acting under the control of a person known as the Doom Player, who is the head of the shop and poised to take over what remains of the world.
Oh, man.
With Job apparently having been erased now that he has served his purpose, Angelo sets off to put an end to the shop once and for all. Which leads me to my very first question. Why didn't the Doom Player just do all those experiments on himself? I guess maybe it wouldn't work out. He was worried it wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's
So this is based on, it's interesting this isn't mentioned. This is loosely based on a piece of fiction that Stephen King wrote. And I say loosely because it is like super loosely based on. I read that as a kid, and what I remember is it did involve a man with an intellectual disabilities developing telekinetic powers, but he used it to mow yards and eat the grass clippings. That's all I remember. So there we go. So they built a whole franchise around this.
No. Because this game, okay, it's not the worst game I've ever played. It is functional. There's no programming errors, or it's not horribly done or programmed or broken. It's really not fun, in my opinion. There are times where I feel like it gets a little bit better, but overall, this game is not very good.
All right.
Not very good.
You want to take some calls?
Yep.
Close this bitch out?
Well, first of all, I guess, yeah, you're definitely a scientist with no, military training whatsoever.
Well, you get to choose between two androgynous characters. Mm-hmm. So, the game starts and you choose man or woman. There are no names, so you don't know who these people are. Mm-hmm. There's also a really vague story that doesn't even imply who these characters are that you're playing, but you get to choose man or woman. If you choose man, well, the only thing that's really different about them is that their hair is different colored. They both have luxurious locks of hair that flow as they run, and they both scream like a man when they're shot.
Okay. Because you die in one hit, enemies take a lot of hits. Every enemy takes a lot of hits. You have a gun that fires white projectiles, not really out of the barrel, just sort of from around you.
It's just
in
energy.
A direction.
It's just energy.
You can charge it up a little bit.
You can.
But a charge shot and two regular shots to kill basically any enemy. So regular shots, it takes a while.
Yes.
Because it's a side scroller platformer shooter.
Kind of.
So kind of not. I mean, it looks okay.
Imagine it's Contra, but it's not fun. Imagine
Right.
an unfun Contra.
Yeah.
Instead of you running through the jungle shooting mercs, you're running through suburbia, which for World War III looks pretty nice. Looks nicer than my neighborhood.
Well, for me, thinking this is about a man who mows lawns, like suddenly you plop down in the suburbs in front of a house with a nice lawn. I was like, oh, okay.
He's been here. We're hot on the trail. The Lawnmower Man has been here. Look at these beautiful yards.
It's either him or Edward Scissorhands. We're somewhere close.
Hey, if they teamed up.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Them and Doom Blair. So it's not just that's like the majority of the game are these unfun Contra levels. You play these unfun Contra levels to get to the virtual reality segments, which are unfun Star Fox levels. Imagine Star Fox, but you're not in a spaceship, and you're not in an R-wing, and you're also you don't fire lasers. You just move through a course.
Yeah, when I got to my first virtual reality segment, it was just like, oh my God, what is this? Because you're just like a pair of purple hands held out straight, and you're just going forward, and you're dodging columns.
Yeah.
That's it. If you hit a column, start over.
You're dead. Yep. You can get shields eventually by like destroying terminals and a super unfun mini game.
I did not play that long.
Let me tell you about this mini game. So you find these terminals in the game, and you get this vague instructions where it's like, solve the puzzles to destroy the terminal. Okay, cool. And then it is rapid fire logic puzzles that you need to figure out as a timer clicks down. If it gets to, if the timer runs out, you're booted from the terminal and you have to start over again. So that in itself sounds okay. However, the logic puzzles are repeated. So it gets to a point where it's just like, okay, well, cool. This could just be a thing I shoot. Instead of like me just memorizing, okay, that's going to be a circle. That increases by each number increases by 3, etc. The other problem is it's faster to just guess. It's faster to guess the answers than it is to logic it out. You can just spam the buttons and you're gonna get through the puzzle faster than sitting there and being like, okay, that increases by 2 each time. Okay, so add those together. You might as well just guess because you have unlimited tries. You can sit there and just do it forever. Like it boots you out, fine, I'm back in. Boots you out, fine, I'm back in. So the game's not done with different it's not done with you. It's like, okay, so you have unfun Contra, you have unfun Star Fox. Those are the bread and butter of the game. You also have an unfun Spy Hunter, where you're riding a motorcycle to the shop and you're just shooting random vehicles. Like there's just no rhyme or reason to it. And then there is an unfun top-down shooter.
Yeah, the bosses, I thought, like, well, mini bosses maybe like you fight a car.
Let's talk about the bosses.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the bosses. You do fight a car.
And for the majority of the battle, it just drives on screen and drives off screen. Just drives to the left and drives to the right.
Sometimes a guy gets out with a rocket launcher and he doesn't fire it at you. He just fires it in front of the car. And it does like the ultimate animation from Final Fantasy VI. Just stay away from it. You're fine. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. In this super realistic game, you could totally jump on the car as it's coming at you, and it's cool. It's fine. It's no big deal. You are apparently you are playing a giant because the vehicles in this game are very tiny. Because later a mini boss is a van that is smaller than the car.
It's just a clown car that you have to fight. There's also a motorcycle. You have to fight a motorcycle at one point.
You do have to fight a motorcycle. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the big one.
Barrels of oil with like their tubes just like flailing around.
Yes, the gas station. You fight a gas station. That is a boss in the game.
No, he must have. The Lawnmower Man must have gotten in these. Technologically got in these oil barrels.
Yeah, this screams of like in the 90s there was this trend where it's like, oh man, they got computer chips and everything, man. I bet at any moment gas is gonna be pumping itself. That's like this game reeks of that kind of shit.
Think about that. You're right.
And it's like, you roll up on a gas station.
Unplug the internet from that oil barrel.
Yeah, please. Which is called Harley's Gasser Up. Is the name of the gas station you fight, and the hoses are flailing around, spewing flames at you, and then you get rid of those. So you take out the pumps, and then fire just starts spewing out at you. You get rid of those, and then just dudes who are on fire walk casually toward you. They're fine. They're just cool. That's not explained at all. Where it's just dudes on. It's like the weirdest enemies from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for the NES. Do you remember those motherfuckers who are they're just fire dudes? That's all. They're just fire dudes, and every now and then a fucking shrimp tempura on fire shoots out of them and chases you.
Sorry, man. We're just fire elementals who were hanging out in those barrels. Sorry, you got us. We're done.
Yeah, it's the Eberron. We stumbled upon the Eberron gas station that's fueled by fire elementals. You're 100% right.
Let's see. There was that was just spinning blocks on your left and on your right.
Yes, it's a gotchamon. Is that what they call?
Yeah.
Like you fight one of those.
Gotchapon?
Yeah, I'm mixing my. That's the gotchapon Pokemon version.
What does Usain Bolt say whenever you're playing tag? Gotchamon. Dad jokes.
Yeah, so you fight a gotchapon. In order to defeat it, you have to kill the fucking 6.
I'm really clever, Dave.
Yeah, you really are. Wow, you're proud of that one.
No, I'm ashamed of that
one. You had to defeat the 6-sided die that's swirling around it.
Yep.
That have weird symbols on it for no reason.
No reason.
It's just.
I quit the level after that. I was done.
You did pretty good.
Whenever you're on the roof of the next level, and it was just like soldiers with like electric guns and then flying guys with flamethrowers or some shit. And I could not get through the middle of them. I just like, okay, fuck it. I'm done.
There's a lot of weird stuff in this game.
Yeah. I mean, between those two things is like a hang glider level in virtual reality.
Yeah.
Because you have to shoot these little gates, turn them from red to green, and then press up, and then so your hands are in front of you and you're running, and then there's another. Finally, you get a gun in one of your hands, and you're shooting like the aliens from Asteroid or whatever.
They looked like to me, if the McDonald's Transformer toys had sex with a whammy from Press Your Luck like that, and it like hatched from like a little egg. That's what you would get. Those things that you're killing, and what they call these levels the Cyber Wars. There's 3 Cyber Wars, Tyler.
Okay.
As you know, as you've read in the Bible, there's 3 Cyber Wars.
Isaac Asimov's 3 Cyber Wars. Yeah, side.
The controls in VR they're really bad. It's like you are, if you've ever played an ice level in a video game ever, I've learned that virtual reality equals ice. That's what Lawnmower Man has taught me.
Yeah.
So I am very interested in the HTC Vive, but I am also scared of ice. So I don't know how it's going to go for me.
But it also controls, like, say if you're playing a first-person shooter on a console, and only the stick to go like side to side works.
Yes.
Because like you feel there's no like orientation, so everything else is sort of moving around you, and you're just kind of like side to side a little bit on ice. It's really bad. It's so bad. I mean, and we know what the Super Nintendo is capable of, so they're just like Yeah, man.
I feel like it was a design decision because they were like, it's virtual reality. It's kind of out of control, man.
It's frictionless.
Remember, like the gas pumps itself, dog. So of course it's gonna be weird in the internet.
If no one knows the Wild West, this virtual Wild West of the internet.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Movies like
your hands are stationary in front of you and you just move towards things.
Nothing was more frustrating to me as an internet user in the 90s, like on bulletin board systems and on IRC and using text commands and shit like that. Nothing fucking bothered me more than like Hollywood's interpretation of computers and the internet. Because it's like they were just like, oh man, these computer things are really catching on. We should make some movies about it. Like The Net and Hackers and I guess The Lawnmower Man, where the interfaces to like change your system preferences involves you getting into an imaginary car and driving it 4 blocks, using a key to open a door. You go up an elevator 5 stories, and then you go to the room labeled settings. You walk in, and there's a big wall full of switches where you're like, all right, okay, text size 10 pixels. All right, man, the future's going to be so cool. It's going to take people forever to write their grandma letter on the internet.
That's the internet my dad could get into, though.
Old-timey internet.
Eisenhower internet. Just a system of tubes you just put stuff in. It's good.
And I am so glad that the word cyber is like fucking, it's like stricken from history. It's like a fucking meteor came out of space and just smashed into the word cyber.
It's strictly a sexual term to me.
And I think that's what did it.
Yeah.
I think that's what did it. I think like media outlets were like, oh God, we've been saying like sex and did not realize it for 2 years. We need to stop saying cyber.
Well, school should have phased out oral presentation then, way before that.
Schools are different. Schools never change. They're just like, it's fine. Just glue those evolution pages together. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But seriously, The Net, check it out, y'all. It's fun. Mozart's Ghost. You know what I'm talking about.
You have any achievements?
Is it that time already?
Unless you have any, I'm out of notes. I told you the point I got. I was done.
I do. I want to talk about something.
Okay.
Tyler, you blow up trash cans in this game to collect. This is my interpretation of this game. This game is about blowing up trash cans to collect CD-ROMs, which are continues.
Well, people throw away their AOL CDs.
I know. You see where I'm going with this. So, which they look like whenever you die, you're asked if you want to continue, and your continue markers look like CD. They look like CDs.
It's the future.
Because it is the future. Physical media all the way. We have all this quote unquote cyberspace, but we're sticking to CD-ROMs. You got fucking Encarta on there. You can't get that on the internet. So I was like, okay, so I collect all these CDs and then I get extra continues. This makes sense. But then I realized that no. As I collect CDs out of trash cans, I just shoot trash cans and they just explode into CD-ROMs. I collect all of those and then I notice my health bar increases. And I'm like, oh shit, my health bar is increasing. This is cool. Maybe I can take more than one hit. And that's the case. It acts as a shield. But once you collect enough physical media, I guess you just like
you make your CD-ROM armor.
Exactly. You craft it like Forge. You craft it like Forge, and you make CD-ROM armor, which they call virtual reality armor, of course. Let's just remind people that virtual reality is a big crux of this game. Sure. So you craft your CD-ROM armor, and eventually that will get shot right the fuck off of you. And then you will die like normal. So I am And also, your CD-ROM armor protects you in VR. So when you're doing all your shitty on-ice flying segments, if you hit a column, it won't instantly kill you. It'll just take a knock off your CD-ROM armor.
Yeah, fucking Shadowrun had better virtual reality stuff in it than this.
Yeah. Shadowrun's the way Shadowrun handles. I can't remember what they call the internet in Shadowrun, but the way they handle it is so much better than Lawnmower Man. Yeah. In every iteration of Shadowrun that I've played, obviously the newer ones is really cool. Yeah. What I like about the newer Shadowrun games is they're like, you know what? We're gonna embrace what Shadowrun originally was all about, as far as like we're just gonna embrace the fact that it was like kind of backwards thinking. Where it's like we realize that the internet doesn't fucking work like this, but we're gonna embrace the rules as they were written back when it first started, and I think that's cool. I think that's a cool choice.
That's fine.
Yep. Okay. The only other thing I got. This is really important to the game. The very first enemy you encounter is the tiniest human that I've ever seen. They don't explain that. They don't explain and I mean by tiny, I don't mean they're a dwarf. They are it's like someone took them into editing software and proportionately just shrunk them down. What's that? You might know this X-Men villain. He is in Mutant Apocalypse. Tusk, is that his name?
Yes.
The first enemy you fight looks like one of his little sproutlings. And then you fight them later on, and they look like they're dressed like the Village People. I don't know. They're like the leather daddies from the Village People.
Yeah.
And then I need to bring this up because I know you didn't finish the game. I didn't either. I watched a video for the fucking end.
I didn't even do that.
The Doom player. Mm-hmm. He looks like an iron golem, and when you defeat him, he explodes into a mutant baby. It's like they saw
a Dalek.
Well, yeah. Hey, I mean, not the inside of a Dalek that I've seen, but it looks like. It looks like a baby.
A melted face?
No, it looks like a melted baby. It looks like someone put a baby in a microwave for just 2 seconds too long.
I mean, past the part in which we microwave our babies.
Right.
It's too far. There's a safe point in which you can microwave your baby.
Yeah.
They're really cold.
Yeah. Look, I will not vaccinate Henry, but I'll put him in the microwave for 20 seconds and it'll do the same thing.
Yeah, clear him out of germs.
Yeah. Just get out of when I hit the button, I'm like, get out of there, germs. And I hit the button.
Are you Deadpool yet? No? All right.
All right, here we go again. He does not like it. He does not like it at all.
Fuck.
But yeah, that's what the end boss looks like. He looks like a baby that's been in the microwave for 2 seconds too long.
I would have expected it to be like the monkey that shot the guard.
Maybe that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Maybe that is what it's supposed to be. Wow. Oh, dude, I hope that's the case. All of a sudden, I like this game a lot. The end boss is fucking Dunstan.
that's great. And maybe you're Jason Alexander.
No, you're Pierce Brosnan. Because at the very end, they show a portrait of Pierce Brosnan holding some woman. I don't know who she was. I don't know the actress. Just some lady.
Oh, not a good game. Don't waste your time on it. But it is, as Steven said, it is 90s horrific. So,
but he references Bebe's Kids in his request. He says, if you like Bebe's Kids, or if you thought Bebe's Kids was bad, check out Lawnmower Man. Here's where it gets weird for me. And I was going to ask you, Tyler, where does the Lawnmower Man fall for you on the scale of bad SNES games? Like, where does it compare to like Bebe's Kids, for example?
See, Bebe's Kids, I feel, was bad because it's not 100% functional. So that's what makes it it's a bad game, but it's also broken.
Right.
But its functionality is broken. Same way I put that in Sparkster and
Sunset Riders.
Sunset Riders. Hear that, Zach? So I guess I put it like, I would put it. I mean, Cool World. I think Cool World is worse, but I put it in the same category as Cool World and like bad games that are just bad 100% on their own merits.
Cool World is so much worse in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lawnmower Man is.
I mean,
is
you can get level
game.
to level. Cool
Right.
World's just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah, and there is that confusion too, where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing in the Lawnmower Man, but it's nowhere near the level of incomprehension that Cool World is.
Yep.
Okay, Ian. I know you're. I mean, Ian also didn't like the Stargate game, so maybe I'm not going to offend him too badly. I think Stargate was a better game than this.
Yeah, I agree.
But not by a whole lot. The thing that hurts the Lawnmower Man the most is it felt like they just crammed a bunch of different games into one.
Yeah.
And the VR segments make no fucking sense because it's like
You're right.
they use the VR segments like in the game's logic, they use the VR segments to transport to a different location. It's like you do not know what virtual reality is. It's not fucking transportation. It's not it's not Southwest Airlines. You don't go anywhere.
You turn yourself into a digital imprint, upload yourself to the internet, and then you're 3D printed out somewhere else. It's fine.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. And it's like the one thing that you would actually access virtual reality maybe through are the terminals that you fucking blow up. The way you access virtual reality is you approach a green hexagon.
Oh, the virtual reality wormhole.
Cool.
Let's go inside.
Oh, access denied. This one's red. I'll just shoot it until it turns green. And then I'll just hop in my VR world and zoom. Now I'm inside the shop. And it bugs me that like the whole fucking driving segment where you're on the motorcycle and it's shitty Spy Hunter. Why don't you just VR yourself there like you VR'd everywhere else in the fucking game? Fuck you, Lawnmower Man.
It's an internet dead zone. You have to use that plebeian transportation.
Once you're in the shop, though, you teleport via VR. So I'm sure that's just because it's local. It's just local network there. It's not connected.
It's AT&T out here, man. You can't get anywhere.
The reception's awful. Oh man, whew. This game. The more I talk about it, the more I think about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen you get that. That was like John Turley talking about gun control, kind of cranked up. That was nice.
Yeah, it's bad. The game is bad. It's a bad fucking game.
There are worse games.
There are worse games.
Not a lot of worse games on the Super Nintendo. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Oh God, I would rather play Bebe's Kids than the Lawnmower Man. Yeah, absolutely. Because the Bebe's Kids is one of those games where it's like, when you figure it out, it's not so horrible.
And it can be a little funny, I guess, at all the weird shit that's in it and the nonsensical shit, as opposed to this is just like, what the fuck?
But Cool World is definitely a worse game. Mm-hmm. So here's my ranking. Cool World at the bottom, Lawnmower Man, Bebe's Kids,
Super Turtle
Stargate,
2.
Sunset Riders. Yeah, Super Turrican 2, wow. More like Super Turrican 2, am I right?
Yeah!
Got you, man.
Now, do you have any achievements?
I do.
Yeah.
I have some achievements for this game. Tyler, the first achievement I've got is called Ready Player One, which is a reference to an Ernest Cline book that you might be familiar with. We did a show. We did a whole series on Ready Player One. Remember that?
Vaguely.
That's the first time we played Tomb of Horrors. It's the first time we played D&D on the show was for Ready Player One. To unlock, and the reason it's called Ready Player One is because your character is not given a name, as I mentioned. You are always referenced
Protagonist.
as almost very damn close. You're always referenced as Player One. In dialogue and everything, you're Player One. Like, come on. So, in order to unlock,
no effort. You could call him like Ted. Save yourself
nothing.
some text.
These characters have names. They're like based on fucking characters from the movie. I feel like I honestly do feel like this game feels like it was developed outside of the Lawnmower Man.
I wonder if they forgot.
And
I wonder if they forgot to sub in a name like
it was just it's just sloppy code kind of deal.
It's
where
just
it's like
sloppy code.
Yeah, it's like this is a placeholder, player 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So in order to unlock Ready Player One, you need to play this game with 2 people because you can play with 2 people apparently. And in order to unlock it, player 2 has to say Ready Player One, and to which you say, I guess.
No.
I'm resigned to my fate.
Because I have 2. Do you have more than one?
I do.
Okay, we'll alternate.
Yeah, I like that.
My first one is O-Sided One, and you make it through a VR level without running into anything on your first try.
Okay, what is that in reference to?
Just being able to fucking see some
okay.
columns.
All right. I'm like racking my brain. I was like, what movie was that from? Sided One. I was like, it's not pinging with me. It must be from the Wheel of Time. That's what I assumed. There must be a guy in there they call the Sided One.
There's Sight Blinder, so it's close, but...
My second achievement is pump it up. In order to unlock that, you just defeat all of the burning guys at the gas station because that means you're done. You're done with the gas pumps.
That's how you get gas in the future.
It is.
My other one is E-Honda's 100-hand slap, and you unlock that whenever you defeat the car, because the only way I could defeat the car in Street Fighter 2 was with E-Honda. Or Chun-Li, but much easier with E-Honda.
E-Honda, Chun-Li, and those are definitely both references to the Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Man, that is a way you could trick me.
Sided One and Sight Blinder, E-Honda and Chun-Li.
If you're looking for a way to trick me into reading the Wheel of Time, it is, dude, did you know that E-Honda's in there?
I'll just have to get you a PDF, and I will change all the names of certain characters into Street Fighter
Do
characters.
a find and replace.
Dude,
it's weird. It seems like every time someone says ground, it says E-Honda. He landed on the E-Honda. There he is. He is pretty big. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
There's a segment I haven't done in a long time that I stole from Phil Hawkins when he was on recording with us. And it's a segment where I like to find comments on YouTube, which are usually very constructive and wonderful things to read. I find comments on YouTube that are left for gameplay videos of the game that we're talking about, which of course is for this episode is the Lawnmower Man. I have a few of those. And this is YouTube comments brought to you by the Epson dot matrix printer that was found in my household when I was 10 years old. Because it's a computer thing. You got that right? Did you make that connect? Yeah, computer thing. All right, cool. Here we go. Why can't they make an arcade version of Lawnmower Man? Someone liked the game.
Yeah.
Second one. The Doom player has been killed for good, but the world has still gone to shit, and Job is still at large. So this story is not happy end.
Nope, there's a Lawnmower Man too. So, yeah, you're right.
I hated this game as a kid, and now that I finally got to see the ending of it, I'm glad I traded it for Contra in $20.
Good trade.
Yeah. I included that because I read it and I was like, yeah, this isn't funny. It's just fucking true. I wanted to brag on this guy. Finally, looks like a contemporary indie game. So this is the game engine they use. Another one that I just legitimately was like, that's a funny comment. I'm not going to give these people credit.
Okay.
So that's it. That's just a statement. Oh, did I forget to say that I made all these comments on YouTube?
Pretty funny. Why didn't they make an arcade version of this?
That's what I was thinking as I was playing it. Man. Oh, we didn't talk about the Job fight.
I didn't get to that.
You do fight Job, and he is a giant face. He's a giant face.
Okay.
He is
Andros.
He is
all right.
He is like Andros meets Max Headroom.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. And you just shoot at him. You're in a little spaceship. They give you a spaceship finally. You shoot at him, and every time you defeat him, there's this hexagonal grid. And every time you defeat him, the grid lights up, access denied. So you're blocking him from coming at you.
Gotcha.
So you got to beat him like, I think like probably 6 or 7 times.
Firewall his ass.
That is right.
Internet.
So I guess an achievement to unlock would be And in order to unlock,
nice.
You block that motherfucker out of the internet. You lock him out of the system.
Good one. That's a good one.
You say the magic word. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
It's been an episode. I don't know how this one. I don't know if this is a good one or not.
It's okay.
No, we're just gonna write this one off.
No, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Usually, I'd say I had fun, and I kind of did.
We'll take some calls. We'll have fun with that.
But before we take some calls, Tyler, I've got some important questions to ask you. The first of which is, if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would you give it?
I'd have to give this, say you're allergic to some kind of like latex, and you get a horrible face rash from some sort of a virtual reality headset. So it's just a beard that is just a horrible allergic reaction rash. Yep.
That. The rash beard?
That.
Horrible
rash beard.
Horrible rash
Horrible
beard.
rash beard.
I usually do wear my VR sets around my mouth.
It's broken out. It just spread everywhere.
Yeah. I'm not very bright, so when I see a pizza and the Oculus Rift, I figure I'll just put this over my mouth.
No, okay, I have to lower the headset to my mouth.
I'm not tasting it.
I think I could taste the pizza.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
If you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would it be?
The combination migraine and eye bleeding that comes with the wearing the virtual boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I still want one. Though.
Tyler.
Yes. Dave.
I'm curious, if you were to buy this game on Amazon, how much would you pay for it?
I bet it's expensive, because I bet no one bought this, and it's got to be limited copies. So I bet it's expensive.
Okay.
I'm gonna say $60.
$60.
Yeah.
Tyler, actual retail value of the Lawnmower Man used on Amazon at the time of this recording, I haven't been able to do this in a while, and it actually feels really good, is $1.46.
I lost just a little bit.
It's one of those games. I could see it going either way.
Yeah.
Because this was not a game I had ever heard of. I'd heard of the movie, but I didn't know there was a fucking game that they made. So I could see it being like, oh yeah, they only made 500 copies, and Mike Tyson has all of them, and he's selling them one at a time on eBay for $20,000 a pop. He does love Lawnmower Man. He's famous. Probably that's what he's most famous for. Yeah,
that's in The Hangover when they meet him. He's got like an alligator, and then he's playing the Lawnmower Man on Super Nintendo.
That's true. Tyler, I want to point out that the Lawnmower Man SNES instruction booklet on Amazon is $14, which is just about $12.54 more than the game.
I hope the instruction book is actually just a VHS copy.
You want to take some calls?
Yeah, let's cleanse our palates. Hopefully.
And there's something else I want to talk to you about. How are we on time? Are we okay?
We have about 20 minutes.
Are you at all, since all this VR, Lawnmower Man's all about VR, are you at all interested in any of like the VR systems that are coming out, like the Oculus Rift or the HTC 5?
I think they still all look like shit.
Or the PlayStation 1. Yeah.
I haven't heard about the PlayStation 1.
I can't remember what it's called, but Sony is developing one for the PlayStation 4. That's supposed to be like a lower barrier to entry, just because it's like for PlayStation 4s, and they want to make it affordable, and like the PlayStation 4 doesn't have like the hardware to push that like the Oculus Rift requires or the Vive requires.
I see, 'cause every time I see a video of one, like I look at it and it's just like the original Zelda for the Oculus Rift, and like I'll watch it and be like, I'd much rather play The Legend of Zelda on the NES. I'm not really, I'm not interested in early stages of like of virtual reality.
I get that. I do. I really want a Vive. I really, really want an HTC Vive because that's like that's Valve's deal where it's like, okay, it's a headset and you mount these sensors on your wall, and like you actually like walk around. So it's not like, I mean, you still have a fucking controller, but it's not like the Oculus Rift where it's like you just control everything with a controller. But I am kind of leery because it's like, I mean, that's $800. I mean, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And you need a machine that's gonna like output video to the rig, to the headset at like 90 frames per second. So it's like, I mean, you need a pretty modern computer in order to do that. Because I've heard that like if you do not have an optimal build, it is a nightmare. Like it will make you sick. Yeah. Like if it's running like below 90 frames per second, you will get nauseous because it's like that is required in order for it to be usable. But I really, really do want one because like I want to experience that. If there was a place that I could go and like just, I don't want to say rent one, hour, but exactly. Like if I could just pay like an hourly rate just to like experience it, I would rather do that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I think that we should take one of Ryan's rooms in his house and make a virtual reality arcade.
I'm with you.
Where we charge people $20 an hour to play virtual reality games.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, and then
it's called virtual glory hole.
Well,
it's like, no. Here's the scepter. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Here's it's the Christmas version. Here's the candy cane.
No, but I'll run that room downstairs, and that's what we'll do. He won't care. It'll be fine.
All right,
It'll
cool.
Be fine.
You'll run it by him, please.
Yeah.
Let me know.
No, he'll hear it now when he listens to this in the morning. He'll be fine.
Can you, Ryan? Can you also buy all the hardware?
Yeah, he's totally fine.
And I am like in 100% honesty, I am curious how Ryan feels about like the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive and all that, because like he is he comes across to me as a guy who like is very up on PC gaming and hardware.
Oh yeah.
And so like I'm curious.
Most of the time I just wait 6 months after something comes out.
Yeah.
Buy it from him when he's done with it. 'Cause he's an early adopter.
Yeah.
So then I'll just get like my current laptop that I'm using now is a pretty nice laptop that I just got from him when he wanted to upgrade 2 years after it came out. So it's like, yeah,
that works out nicely. So cool. All right. Well, you want to take some calls?
Yeah.
Put us out of our misery.
Maybe.
All right, here we go. Here is a call from 319. I believe this is Kyle.
Dear TADPOG, Kyle here. I had to stop mid-episode because Tyler just said Harrison Ford sucks.
He's a jerk.
John truly deserves better. Any guy who resembles Indiana Jones and Han Solo automatically doesn't suck. That guy could be the biggest asshole in the world.
No.
I don't care. If he looks like Indiana Jones and Han Solo, he automatically doesn't suck.
I'll find you a pedophile then, Kyle, that looks like...
Harrison Ford does not suck. Later, guys.
All right, what do you think?
He's a jerk face. He's got his face, that Han Solo, Indiana Jones face. It's a jerk face.
I like his face.
I don't like his earring. He's got
whatever. Yeah, his earring. That's a little,
I guess do your thing, man.
He's got a rugged handsomeness though.
Like an asshole-ish sort of way.
Yeah, you think he looks like you?
I think he looks like a jerk.
Like an asshole.
Yeah.
You're just jealous though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Bruce Willis both.
You can get you an earring.
They're both assholes.
Let's go to the ball. Let's get you an earring.
I'll get an earring and just like begrudge every second I'm on this show.
Oh, you're gonna take my role. You can't take that away from me.
No, I'll just be quiet for like 90% of the show and just grunt at you sometimes.
Perfect. Here's the thing, and I've said this in episodes after the argument with John Turley that you had about Harrison Ford. I honestly do think that a lot of people have a difficulty separating Harrison Ford from Han Solo and from Indiana Jones. And and I get it. It's because like when we watch those movies, like those were formative years, and like it's real easy to idolize Harrison Ford because he played these two really important roles in my childhood. I'll speak for myself. And because of that, I do hold Harrison Ford in high regard. I can't help it. It's just one of those things where it's like I feel like I owe him because like he was a big part of my childhood. I never want to meet him. I just do not, because I know that would be a disaster. And that would be like I have a feeling that if I met Harrison Ford, that it would be like a hurtful experience. You know what I mean? Like I would walk away from it being like, oh, my childhood was meaningless. You know?
Mr. Ford, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I get your point, Tyler, and like you I don't think you have a strong I know you don't have a strong connection to the character Han Solo.
Nope.
Now Indiana Jones, on the other hand, I'm assuming you probably don't have a super strong connection to Indiana Jones.
I've never seen a complete Indiana Jones movie.
Oh man. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right.
I know there's a new one coming out, apparently.
Yeah. Is it like a young Indiana Jones kind of thing?
No, I think it's Harrison Ford
it's him?
again.
Yeah, got him.
There you go. Yeah, got him again, man.
All right. Well,
just let Shia LaBeouf take over. Back off. He's the new franchise headliner.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, did you see the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? You saw that all the way through, right?
Oh, that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah.
If I'm sticking to pattern, yeah, it'd be the only one.
Next call.
I like the Fallout 4 quest that makes fun of it.
Yeah. With the fridge.
You find the ghoul in the fridge. Yeah, he's been there since the bombs dropped.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, here we go. I'm not going to be the guy who says, Tyler, you got to see those movies. That time has passed. I do feel like there's an expiration date on that kind of stuff. Here we go. Here's some 410.
Hey, TADPOG. It's Tony.
Tony.
I am currently in the intro part of the Darkwing Duck episode, and I just have to call in with a correction for you guys. So they do bulls in Russia, and you guys should look them up because they look way more epic than the squirrels that we have here. So that's the thing. The other thing that's kind of interesting, I think, the UK and Europe and the old world in general, they don't have hummingbirds. So if you ever want to send your friends in the UK a present, do not send them a hummingbird feeder. Send them a bat house or something. So, all right, that's your factoids for today. Bye.
And I told Tony I would make it right because an episode past I said, whoever sent us the Hare's chips.
Oh,
so 90
right.
minutes,
Yeah.
on 90 minutes European Prime goal. Yeah, I should remember. That's Tony. The obey everything. So my apologies, Tony.
One of our longest listeners.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't remember either. So I am not blameless in this. Yeah, I'm also sorry, Tony. Thank you for the facts. I really like that hummingbird fact. Because I'm a hummingbird aficionado. I don't know if you knew that about me, and I did not know that one.
You get the magazine, yeah.
I didn't know that one. Nectars, I think they call it. Mother's nectar.
Mother's nectar.
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's all about hummingbirds. There's cool ads in there. Yeah.
I read it for the ads.
Yeah. Some really sweet shots. All right. Thanks, Tony. Here is...
Oh, if I flip this Daredevil inside out.
It's a Punisher.
Yeah, it becomes a Punisher.
That hat
Sock
looks
toboggan.
that hat looks enormous.
Yep.
Like I thought that like sock
I
toboggans.
think it's to fit on an alien.
It's really long.
It's very tall.
So you're gonna put all these Loot Crate things on Instagram?
Yes.
Can you put that hat on and then we'll take a photo of
I'll
you
pull it
in the
down and
hat?
see how far it goes.
No, just wear it like normal.
I don't know how to wear it.
Yeah, no, just wear Tyler, like
I think these go all the way down.
Tyler, like you normally wear it. Come on, stop putting on airs. I know you wear sock hats
All the time.
I can't stop you from wearing sock hats.
Like that character on Fat Albert, I just pull it all the way down.
That and your Rasta hat that you're always wearing.
I told you it'll make sense one day.
Gotcha, man. All right. Here's a call. This is from 319.
Hey guys, Kyle again. So I resumed the podcast.
Wait. I want to pause.
Tony called in between. Him calling.
Holy shit. Good timing, Tony. Hummingbird Tony. Just like a hummingbird. Zipping in there.
Flying backwards.
Getting that nectar and then flying backwards out. All right. Sorry, Kyle. Here we go.
Hit play after my outrage from hearing about Tyler's, hating Harrison Ford.
Jerk face.
Only to hear Dave agree with him and say, I get your point. And
I do.
I'm like, at tu Brute? Dave, you're supposed to be the Star Wars cheerleader here. God, guys, you're killing me.
All right, I want to reiterate. The character in Star Wars is not Harrison Ford. It's Han Solo, whom I love. That's it. It's different. It's a different thing.
But they got the same face.
I do see it is one of those things where like it bums me out when I hear about his behavior. Mm-hmm. I can't lie about that. It bums me out when it's like, he does not want to do Star Wars. Like that sucks, man. It's like, well, okay. I mean, obviously you're allowed to feel how you feel, and we should respect that. But it's also like, you don't want to do it, but you don't have the integrity to say no when all the money's on the table.
Yeah.
So I think there's something to that.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford, like on like the scale of things as far as like artist integrity goes, Bill Watterson's on the extremely like very not gonna budge on his values and he's gonna do what he thinks is art. And then you got people like Harrison Ford who are like, no, I don't want to do it. I fucking hate it. Well, see how much money you can give me.
How much? Fine, but you better fucking kill my ass.
Which they may or may not do.
What? Oh, then I can't do anything after that. Get an Indiana Jones thing going. I'm not going to do it, but have people talk about it. Give me a script, and I'm going to say no until you give me that checkbook.
So I do get Tyler's point, and I will not apologize for it. But
John Turley's with you, Kyle. He's the diehard. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Loves him.
And that's not to say that I don't enjoy his work, because I do enjoy his work. And it's like, it goes back to what we were talking about with Chevy Chase. I do enjoy Chevy Chase's work.
Yeah, you hate it when I bring up Chevy Chase's personality.
It fucking breaks my fucking heart.
Yeah.
And like Paul Kluel the other day, Ruby Barron, sent me a message and said, why don't you like Chevy Chase? And it's like, I do like Chevy Chase. Like I grew up loving Chevy Chase. I grew up thinking, and I still think that Chevy Chase is funny. There's something about Chevy Chase that I just think is funny. And I like his work, but it bums me out when I hear about like him personally.
Mm-hmm. Like I've heard a lot of things about Elizabeth Banks being like a nightmare to work with.
I could believe that.
I like Elizabeth Banks.
I could believe that. Yeah. All right. Well, now that I'm thoroughly bummed. Here's a text message from 763 who says, okay, fucking Tadpog, kill fuck Mary, Daisy Duck, Lola Bunny, and Arlene from Garfield. I think they mean Garfield.
I guess I'm gonna kill Arlene because that's just straight bestiality. And then
I mean, okay, because she's the most like an actual cat.
yeah, I mean she's a cat, so
Not like any cat I've seen.
I mean she's like a mutant cat, but not like a mutant human cat, just like a fucked up cat.
I need to kill her because she is an animal who does not pretend to be human.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The ones that pretend to be
At
human,
least- I
I'm
could
going to
at
marry
least-
and fuck.
I could at least abide by a Howard duck, but like not a cat. So
Cat. Yeah. Okay.
so yeah, and then I'm gonna marry Daisy. Daisy does have a nice voice, so I could like hang out with her and talk to her. And she's been around the longest. She has the most money for me to marry into.
Yeah. Well, you know she's going to get some of that Scrooge money.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
Donald money and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
And so then I'm gonna fuck Lola Bunny.
Can you say that again for me, please?
I'm gonna fuck Lola Bunny.
Wait, I need it one more time.
I'm gonna fuck Lola Bunny.
I got it. That's my ringtone now for when you call me. Which is never. You call me more often.
I'm gonna fire up Space Jam in the virtual reality machine. And I'm gonna fuck Lola Bunny.
You know that's like fucking a virtual Lola Bunny is like 3 years away. Like
Yeah.
it's 3 years away.
Or now in Japan. Just whichever.
Yeah.
We're so behind on them. We're so behind.
God, we're so behind on our virtual fuck technology. I am going to have the same answer for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate Arlene. I
Yeah.
hate Arlene. Even like when I was a kid and I loved Garfield, when Arlene was in a comic, it was like, oh God, she is an abomination cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got Garfield, who kind of looks like a cat, and he started looking less like a cat as time progressed. And Nermal, who very much looks like a kitten, and then Arlene, who looks like not a cat.
Yeah.
Arlene looks like some kind of extraterrestrial creature, something out of like if Jim Henson had a fucking acid dream. That was like he had a bad acid trip and was like, I'm gonna make a pink cat with a penis head for a face. That's and also
Buck teeth.
yeah. Well, what? How do I let people know? Jim Davis went overboard. I'm gonna put it out there. Just put it on the record.
You'll say what no one else says.
Yeah.
They're thinking it, but no one's saying it.
I'm not afraid. Come at me, Jim Davis. I ain't afraid. I'm gonna call you out.
Now Kyle calls you back. God,
I
Dave,
know.
Jim Davis, Garfield, man.
Please. Here's the thing about Arlene. Look, you got too many fucking symbols. You got too many indicators that she's a girl cat. You really only need one. She's pink. All right. She's pink. I guess a boy cat could be
You
pink.
just need to draw in her cat vagina anytime she sits
That's
down.
like they're like one step away. Like Jim Davis is like just showing like his wife or something. Do you think they'll know that she's a girl? No. Oh, should I do? What do you think? Lipstick? Yeah. Okay. Lipstick. We're gonna add lipstick. Now, what do you think? Still not there, huh? Still not there. What do you think? Like a bow or something? What do you think now? Still not there, huh? Beauty mark? Beauty mark? Yeah, beauty mark. Turn. Now she's too pretty. Well, fuck. I done made a cartoon character that I want to have sex with. Well, what do I need to do?
Let me add some tits on it real quick.
Yeah, wait,
Just real quick.
Yeah. Look, just
Give me
to
a
see.
minute. Give me a minute.
Just to see what it looks like. Yeah.
And they're hanging over the fence here.
Yeah, that does me right.
They're pierced with fish hooks.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
That does
This is
me.
good.
I tell you what. I'm gonna sleep on this design. I'll change it tomorrow. I'll change it tomorrow. Next morning. All right, I did some things last night I'm not proud of.
So for Phil's Garfield fan art, Bobcat Picasso, please draw that.
And which may or may not be Phil's.
Oh, I thought it was Phil. Okay, well,
May or may not be Phil's.
Phil, if you know who does that,
Yeah.
Let them know.
Just pass it along.
Send them this.
We don't know if we're supposed to keep it a secret that it's you, Phil.
Yeah. But you're our contact to Doom player that does this.
But chances are someone you worked with probably didn't make it through all that fucking Arlene talk. So you're probably safe. So yep, same answer, different reasons. I don't feel like I need to go beyond the horrible abomination that Arlene is. She's like a creature from the far realm. She just does not she should not exist. All right. And obviously fuck Lola Bunny. I mean, come on. Come on.
Yep. They want you to fuck her in Space Jam.
Come on.
They drew her so you would want to fuck her. She's supposed to be confusing.
All right. Here we go. Here is a call from 321. Thank you for that murder, marry, kill, by the way.
Mm-hmm. All right, look, guys. Adam.
What's up, Adam?
Ian. I love you guys. And Darren, you're kind of cool, too.
I think that's Paul.
We just need some variety. It's Paul.
Oh, fuck, it is Paul.
Whatever the fuck you guys call me nowadays.
Sorry,
I just
Paul.
want to bring some variety to the calls. That's all. Somebody else fucking call, please. Not just me. Not just Ian. Not just Adam. Or the British Paul and John. I still want to know if there's George and Ringo in there. So keep us posted. Yeah. That's about it.
Tony.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Fish Lips J.
Wait, was that
Cody.
Adam?
I think it was Adam.
That's how thirsty I am for an Adam call.
Because it's just been Ryan just firing off at Adam. So,
God, Tyler, I can't believe I fucking did that, dude. I feel like a real Harrison Ford.
I feel like a real Arlene for that.
Someone should take me behind the shed and shoot me like Arlene.
Somebody should do the alchemy to undo the abomination that is me.
Oh, that is a good theory of how Arlene was created. Two brothers lost their mother and tried to bring her back through forbidden alchemy, and they created Arlene.
Or that's how John made Garfield, and yeah.
Holy shit, that makes me want to like.
That's how John killed his roommate and kept Odie. He fused his roommate with a cat.
Dude, I know how we're gonna spend the Patreon money. I know how we're gonna spend it. We're gonna get a video editor, and we're gonna get them to take the first part of Full Alchemist Brotherhood, where they try to bring their mother back, and they get that abomination, and we're just gonna have Arlene there instead. I don't care how much it costs.
Name your price, animator.
So thanks for calling, Paul, and I'm very sorry that I didn't recognize your voice. I do honestly feel like a real Harrison Ford. I feel like
I'll give you money till you feel better. It's fine.
I will up the joint. All right. Here's another call. This is from, God, I don't want to say it, but I'm pretty sure this is from Adam. And I think we should end on an Adam call.
Okay.
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam.
Yeah!
Driving home from a long Thursday at work. And just finished up the DuckTales and DuckTales Remastered episode. And I love DuckTales. It is one of my favorite NES games. Well, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite. I think it's one of the better NES games. I think it gets a lot of hype, and a lot of people.
Thanks for calling, Adam. I said that's what we should end on, so I guess we should.
Is the next one from him?
Let's see. How great would it be if the next one's from Tony? like that's Tony's thing. He just hummingbirds in, hummingbirds out. Like in between all these calls from the same people. Please be Tony. Please be Tony. It's Adam. It's Adam. We should probably play
We'll finish it. We'll finish it.
Oh, shit.
Because it won't make sense in a month.
Let's be honest. On our next all-call show, which is probably going to be in a week.
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam. Sorry, I guess I was on my phone a little too much at work today since it was slow and my freaking battery died. So I can't seem to find my charger that's in the car, so I had to wait until I got to the homestead and plug that bad boy up and finish my call. I think I was talking about something to do with DuckTales. But
How great would it be if
can't
the call
remember
ended
what
right
it
now?
was but hopefully you guys will be getting a package from me sometime soon in the box that Nicole has generously opened up for all of us to put things into. Thanks, Josh. We will definitely keep it at a 6. And I apologize for that comment. I feel terrible just even joking about it. But
yeah, our lead.
Something soon, and I will be finishing up this episode and starting the next one with I think it's Phil Hawkins, but it has something to do with Pokemon or something. So looking forward to that, and I'll probably give you a call sometime after Phil's episode, and just want to let you guys know that I love you. I do, unequivocally. And I'll try to do a better job of maintaining my battery life at work so I have phone call time for TADPOG and make you a priority of my life because, you know, you're number one. Love you. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
We love you, Adam.
Yeah, we love you too, Adam. So much that
How you going to beat that, Ryan? How you going to beat that?
Yeah, I forgot. We got a feud. We got a real Adam Ryan feud.
A feud that I'm sure Adam does not even know about yet.
Adam, I love you so much that it's when someone calls and doesn't immediately say their name, I'm like, it's Adam. Tyler, it's Adam. Adam's here, the guy who loves us.
Even when Nikki calls you from work.
I know. Like when clients call me at work, I'm like, what's up, Adam? Oh, right.
We never actually spoken. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Answer it just one time when he calls if you catch it.
Speaking of work, speaking of acting inappropriately at work, I do not think this is, I don't think this is worthy for an intro story, which is really weird for me to say because I've had some really fucking lame, weak ass intro story. But I do think it would be a good outro story. Today at work, I didn't get, okay, preface. I didn't get much sleep last night because Henry woke up. He's got like a molar coming in. Ooh. And he had some like tummy issues and stuff. Yeah. So like he woke up like just screaming at 2 a.m. So, and it's like the kind of screaming where it's like, oh shit, I definitely left him in the microwave too long. Nikki and I, you know, both got up and we were checking on him. We were worried. He's fine. He's fine. It was just like a tooth thing in his baby belly. But the problem with
poured some bourbon in there. He was fine.
I know, just glug. Look at drunky. So he was fine. We put him back into bed. But the problem is that I woke up in the middle of the night. So, and it took me a little while to get back to sleep. And I did that thing where it's like, well, I should probably just stay up. I should probably just stay up and play video games until it's time for work.
Probably play Hero to the Storm for a few hours.
Yeah, that's definitely what I should do. And I made the mistake of I looked at my phone, and in Hot's chat, like, Time Lord Josh Edwards had said like maybe 50 minutes earlier, I'm going to hop in Heroes of the Storm. It's like, oh God, I had to it took every ounce of willpower for me to turn the phone over and then lie in bed with my eyes just wide open, just like blinking. So finally I got back to sleep. But when I woke up, man, I was fucking tired. I've been tired all damn day. And so I got to work. I'm in my normal routine. The phone rings. I'm drinking. Of course, I'm slamming a Monster Energy drink. Of course I am.
Yeah.
The carbonated nectar. And I...
Mother's carbonated piss. Nature's piss.
So I am... so I'm just slamming this thing. And the receptionist beeps through and says that I've got a call on line 1. So I'm like, all right, line 1. And I go to pick up the phone and I realize that I've just got a gnarly burp just bubbling, it's just working its way through. And I kind of forget where I am. And I'm like, I just need to get this out of my system before I pick up the phone. Cause I don't want to pick up the phone and just like burp at a client. That's not professional. So without thinking of it, I let out this fucking like, the kind of burp that like vibrates the walls, you know, like it echoes like you fired a gun in a very small closet. And then I didn't even think about it. I pick up the phone and I'm talking to the client. And then about 30 seconds in, I'm like, holy shit, I just fucking like, I just like, what, like, I've been like the most unprofessional I've probably ever been. This is not how a soldier who's been infused in Mako energy should act. So once I got off the phone with the client, I hung up and I was like, I should address this issue. And I yelled, I'm sorry for the gnarly burp that I let out before answering the phone. I forgot where I was. And then that's it. And then someone down the hall said, what?
Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
All right.
I could not let it lie. I couldn't. So that's it. There's my outro
It's pretty
story.
good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Thanks.
Now we got to do those every time too.
Well, we need to pad our game talk with something.
People, if they tell us we talk about the games too much.
No.
You guys are too professional and dry.
Yeah,
You
that
talk about
is that we
games.
do. We do hear that a lot.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. So don't miss the next episode. We have a special episode.
Yeah, recording it's weird this week. We're doing a lot of recording this week, so I don't know how everything's gonna plop into place.
Yeah,
but we have several special things coming up.
that's true.
Like we're gonna do Little Fears. I know we got that coming up. We have we can't talk about some of the things.
Yep, we can't. So that's like special one.
Yeah, we can't talk about some of the things. So yep. Stay tuned. Sorry, I fucking interjected with nonsense.
Really, it's people who want to know usually want to play the games ahead of time. They're not games you can play ahead of time, really. So
that is true. That is very true.
But if you want to be like, hey, those guys, they play through the Lawnmower Man. That sucks. They deserve a 5-star iTunes review. Yeah. So please go to iTunes, find TADPOG, subscribe, give the show a 5-star rating, write a review.
Yes.
So if there's a game you want us to play, a head host you want for a certain episode, or a Patreon request, include that in there. And we promise we will get to that eventually.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. We're going to be talking about something, and that something is probably going to be more fun than Lawnmower Man. I'm willing to wager.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm willing to wager. We've actually got...
we're getting dual vasectomies.
Yeah. While we talk to Harrison Ford on the phone.
He's doing them.
Yeah. He's giving us vasectomies while Bruce Willis spits in our face.
He'll have a scalpel and everything in each hand, and he'll be talking to you as Han Solo and me as Indiana Jones. He didn't want to do it, but of course we threw enough money at him that he said he would.
Don't worry, he's going to fill the gap in our vast deference with Chevy Chase. So where are we? We're on tadpog.com. That's where the show notes exist. They are going to be skimpy for this episode because I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't type a whole lot of them out as we went. So I don't know. Check it out.
It's all right.
There might be some things there. Let's see. There might be a trailer for Dunstan Checks In. You can't just find that on your own. You can also find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/tadpog. There's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. Thank you always for your feedback and for your shares. That helps spread the word, and we do appreciate it. We get, Tyler, I feel like I get the most positive feedback on episodes where we do something different. I get a lot of positive feedback on like the D&D episodes and Everyone is John and the Little Fears. I got good feedback on as well. So, man, I love getting that feedback because that is kind of, we've talked about this before. That's kind of like, I want to do more of that stuff. And I don't know when we're going to do more of it. And I don't know how that's going to shape up, but those episodes are so much fun to record. And they take like no prep, and we just get to be, we get to be. Yeah, exactly. So thanks for the feedback on that. It really is important to us. You can also find us on Twitter. We are at @tadpog_podcast. It's cumbersome, I realize. Hey, thanks for retweeting us on there. I appreciate it. And just there's generally good conversation on there too. So thanks for keeping me company while I'm on the toilet. I do appreciate that. If you'd like to give us a call, want to be one of the people that I confuse as Adam, you can do so at 270-883-2555. You can also send us a text message. If you leave us a call, try to keep it under 3 minutes. Lastly, we do have a Patreon. Thank you very much to our donors. One of which one of the largest donors, Paul Kluel. Sorry again, very sorry for confusing you with Adam. Look, I'm a huge Arlene's butthole. And if you want,
which is monstrous,
it's massive.
It's like a bag of devouring from D&D 3.5.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Garfield's lost so many penises.
Many penises.
So many.
It's a good thing he's also an abomination and they grow back.
Yeah, well, and John's orange penis budget is through the fucking roof. That's literally what 90% of his paycheck goes to, orange penises. You can. Hey, did you like that? Did you like that Garfield sex joke? If you did, you could chip in $1 at patreon.com/tadpog, where we produce some bonus episodes that, believe it or not, are worse than this. And I don't mean in quality. I mean in I think they're high quality episodes, but we're filthy boys.
Yep.
We are filthy boys on a Patreon bonus episodes.
That paywall makes a difference.
It does. It does. And it because it's like, okay, I'm pretty fucking filthy on these regular episodes, but on the Patreon episodes, it's like, well,
we're holding back on our regular episodes.
Yes, you're 100% right. And that shit, if that shit doesn't blow your hair back, I don't know what the fuck will.
Just listen to everyone as John. It's fine. You'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. You can mail us stuff if you want.
Mm-hmm. You can mail if a game you want us to expedite, good or gross shit you want us to try, just send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.L. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. And we also have an Instagram, Tadpog_podcast. So on that, post it every day. It's a private group. Just request it. I'll confirm it as long as I make sure you're not crazy or a bot. It's fine.
Tyler has promised to take a selfie of himself with the Daredevil toboggan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it a toboggan or is it a sock hat?
I don't know.
What's the difference? One's a sled.
I don't know what this is. Oh well.
It's a Marvel hat.
Yeah. It's a billless hat.
Yeah.
Our theme song is moved by Sycamore Drive. Link to that track can be found in the show notes at tadpog.com. How would you like to close this out, Dave?
You know who I think would wear a hat like that?
Who?
Rhoda from Mary Tyler Moore Show.
You're damn right she would. And she needs one this tall for her bun in the back.
Yes.
This loot crate was made for Rhoda.
The Rhoda
Thanks
loot
for
crate.
your Daredevil Rhoda hat. That's the loot crate I want. I want the Rhoda theme.
I know.
Or I guess that's a little specific. I'm Mary Tyler Moore.
No, not specific enough.
Because
Rhoda, season 2.
Phyllis, season 1. That was a fucking show that blew my mind.
Yeah.
So, no Ted. Why not Ted season 1? I want more Ted Baxter.
Yeah. Who's the Marvel analog to Ted Baxter?
It's a good question.
All right, we'll get to it next episode.
We'll throw out
That's how
tell
we'll
us on the on
there we go.
Facebook. Who is the Marvel equivalent to Ted Baxter?
Tell us on Facebook. Who is Ted Baxter? It's I feel like 2 listeners right now.
He's not from Ninja Turtles. It's not Baxter Stockman. It's Ted Baxter.
Ted Baxter Stockman is a Jeopardy answer.
It's a newsman that's also part fly. Ted Baxter Stockman. Yeah, that's a Wheel of Fortune mashup.
Yes. Thank you. I got my shows that come on at 6 in the afternoon mixed up. Oh God. How would I like to close it out? Like Daisy Duck.
She sounds good. Yeah, we can do that. I watch a lot of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so.
Yeah,
Daisy Duck is voiced by Tress McNeil.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know what she sounds like, so yours is gonna be the accurate one. Okay. Mine's gonna be the goofy one.
Goofy's an entire different character.
All right. Okay. Can we change from Tropical Capricorn to every episode we say "Gotcha Man" in the voice of Goofy?
Jamaican Goofy.
Girl, Jamaican me Goofy.
That's just gonna average out to being a Josh impression over time.
Like most do. They typically level out at a 6.
So what are we doing? Daisy Duck?
It doesn't matter. Daisy Duck, sure.
Okay. So until next time, Tropical Capricorn. It's all right.
That was pleasing.
Yeah.
That was pleasing to my ears. A little bit of blood went to my no-no spot.
Arf, 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 hey, 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 arf, 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 hey, 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 hey.
Phil said he'd increase his Patreon if we played that as a stinger.